You know how we were all young once? Or you might be. And people would always ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you'd always say something literally extravagant or ridiculous and they'd all laugh. And then slowly as you got older, because they all laughed, you just thought, no, that's just a dream. That's just for sleeping. That's not going to happen. No. Stop right there. Welcome to where we make dreams possible. Hi, I'm Macrina. Nice to meet you. I dropped out of uni. I got to 3 out of 4 years, had a mental breakdown, was questioning my life. And now I am so happy where I am at today. Today is a conversation of dreams and the goals that we need to build in order to get to those dreams. This is so important and I think people don't talk about it enough. Reason why is if you have a dream, you can't just say I have a dream. There needs to be steps of how you get to that dream. How do you achieve that achievement? And it's not, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this and this. No, it's like a solid breakdown of everything that you need to do, how you do it, why you do it, when you do it. Don't get overwhelmed. It sounds overwhelming, but we're gonna break this down for you. And I promise by the end of this video, you're gonna be like, oh, I got it. Starting off with, I would like to say that your dream is not stupid. Your dream is not impossible. Anything, let me tell you, anything is possible. If you want to learn how to fly one day, who knows, if somebody really wanted to learn how to fly like a fairy, I'm pretty sure we as humans could come up with the idea of how to create a technological thing to create wings and fly. I wouldn't be surprised. This whole thing about, oh, it's impossible, you can't do it. Let me tell you one thing, that's negativity. It's not about the impossibility of it. It's just negativity. It's about you putting something down. Of course you can't do it if you think you can't do it. You've already made up your mind in your head that there's going to be no way, no chance. Starting off with the definition of negativity. Negativity is a tendency towards pessimistic, skeptical, or downbeat attitudes focusing on the bad in situations. Focusing on the bad in situations. Now, negativity links directly to impossibility. You've already made up in your mind that it's not going to happen. Going back to dreams. Your dream is possible, but you've got to believe it's possible to even start planting seeds of what can happen and that possibility. Let me give you a quick little backstory about me. I grew up in a very strict household. I grew up in a place where my future and my whole path was built for me. There was no, oh, what do you want to do? None of that. I would walk around and be like, I want to be an actress. Got toned down. No, you can't do acting. It's such a terrible, unhealthy industry. So I just gave up. I thought, okay, mum said that I can't do acting, or my best friend or a friend of a friend said I can't do acting, so I'm not going to do it. Negativity, right? Keep that in mind. Growing up, slowly, I realized that I do have dreams and I'm the kind of person that wants to go chase those dreams. I finished high school, terrible high school experience, very depressed, was like, I am not happy right now. I am not where I want to be. This is not the life I want to live. And I think for me, hold up, you tell me I can't do something, love that for you. Listening to your opinion, okay? But at the end of the day, my wake up calling was, I was born alone and I'm gonna die alone. So it doesn't matter what anybody else says, they're not coming with you to the grave. I don't mean to be like, but it's true. They're not coming with you to the grave. So at the end of the day, it's you that needs to make the decision. And I'm so passionate about this because people will tell you can't do this or you can't do that or that's silly. Let me tell you something. If somebody puts down your dream, that's on them. They don't understand the dream because it's not their dream. It's not what they're going to do. I was on a TikTok live and someone quoted in the comments, somebody else's dream is somebody else's nightmare. That dream is for you. That dream is a story that you're supposed to write. Nobody else can. And so there will be thousands and thousands of people that won't understand your dream because it's not built for them in their head. Let me give you an example of Thomas Edison, the man that invented the light bulb. Nobody understood him. Light bulb, what? What is that? This man failed multiple times. Don't quote me on this, but it says that on the 1,000th attempt is when he discovered the light bulb. That's insane. The only way to take a dream and make it into reality is believing in the capability, the potential, and what it can become. Continuing back to my story, very scared, was following everyone, life was robotic, just routine. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I found myself, as you do as you get older and your brain matures and you realize things. And I think what it came down to was why? Why am I here? It's a scary question. It makes you anxious, it makes you overthink, blah, 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 but you need to ask yourself that question. Even just place the question in your head. Don't give it answers. Why are you here? What is it that you want? And people will be like, oh, that's selfish. Don't be selfish, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not being selfish. It's being aware of myself, being present and conscious of the fact that there is something inherently built that's inside of me that God created, and it was only made for me to bring it into fruition. I know that's a really deep concept. I hope it makes sense. The way I look at it is everyone was brought onto this earth for a reason. You have something inside of you that nobody else has. It is your job to discover what that is. That could be the person that discovers the cure to cancer. That could be a singer that creates this whole different industry and world of music. Like, there are so many different things, but you need to find what you're here for. People will be like, I'm so confused, like I don't understand, I don't know what I want. Start by asking yourself, what do you want? If that's too confusing, then you start with, what makes you happy? Genuinely happy. What makes you peaceful? What makes you take a big breath and be like, life is good, I'm so grateful. What gives you that feeling? You need to find that. Also, what makes you excited? What stirs you up and gets you curious and gets you shivering and wondering, ooh, what if this happened? What is that? Ask yourself that question and don't let it scare you, because it's supposed to be scary. If it wasn't scary, I tell you what, everyone would be famous. Everyone would be successful. Everyone would have what they want. No, it's only the people that are brave enough to ask themselves these questions and be like, what am I made for? Then taking that and building it up and creating it into the most amazing thing. I'm going to tell you about my dreams and goals, which once upon a time, never ever would have believed them. But it starts with telling yourself yes and telling yourself it can happen, it will happen, and then manifesting it. So my dream is to be a singer. I kid you not, my dream is to get on a stage, a stadium full of people that believe in the same thing as me or feel the same emotions they do through my music, and to get up and sing in front of them and to hear them singing with me a song that I created. That is my dream. In my head, it is not an option for it not to happen. It will happen. I am determined because I know I have the ability, I can sing. I know that I have the confidence to do it, and most importantly, I want to do it. It's what I'm passionate about. It is the reason why I'm here. The first day I actually came to agreement with myself and actually said yes to my dream of being a singer was a scary day. But I kid you not, it was an exciting day. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a singer. I'm actually gonna do this. This is insane. So I dropped out of uni. I switched to a different job that I really enjoyed. I'm a personal trainer on the side. And while I'm doing personal training, I am building up my social media, my content, billion different steps. Don't get overwhelmed. Before we get into how we do this, really quickly want to say something. There is gonna be literally every single person, except maybe one or two people, who will try to bring that dream down as hard as they can. The reason for this is because they can't even fathom in their head themselves doing what you're doing. So they like, why are you doing that? You're not going to be a singer? What? It's because they can't imagine themselves doing that. But honey, you're not them. You're yourself. So pull it together and be like, let them laugh and let that drive you. Let them laugh, because the day you make it or the day you get that hit song, I guarantee you they won't be laughing. And they'll be there in their little DMs being like, oh my gosh, I knew you were gonna make it. Like, I was at an interview today and he said, what are your goals, what are your dreams? I said, I want to be a singer. He starts laughing at me. I kid you not, inside me I was like, oh, you just wait. You just wait. He goes, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. And I was like, what? Expect that I have big dreams and I have big goals? Some people are too scared to even stop for a second and ask themselves what they want. They do what's comfortable, okay? Because comfortable is routine, it's stability, but it's like a little bubble. Eventually, like, you've got to ask yourself deep down, are you happy with that comfortability? Some people are, okay? And that might be their dream. So people are going to push you down no matter what. Do not listen to the negativity. What did we say about negativity at the beginning? Negativity equals impossibility. Now, you're probably really overwhelmed of how we can create this dream. I guarantee you, if you follow this structure 100%, you will make it. I'm going to be first-hand proof of this, and I'm living it right now. I'm seeing my dream come to reality. Big question, you need to write them down. I have a book here. You need to write this down, baby. You've got to see it visually, you've got to see it verbally, everything. I got really overwhelmed when I was like, how am I going to get there? How am I going to achieve this dream? I'm freaking out. It's too much. There's too much going on. Where do I start? Where do I start? This is where you start. We're going to break this down. If you get a piece of paper and a pen, do this in your own time, do it now. We're going to start with our life goals. What are your life goals? When you get to the end of your life and you're on your deathbed, or you see the whole world flash before your eyes. I know it's scary. It's going to happen, but I know it's scary. What do you see? Who are you at the end of your life? And are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with all that you've accomplished? So I've got some life goals. I'll mention a couple to you, but basically you list all of them. One of my life goals is to get married to a farmer, to live in the country and have kids, lots of kids. On my farm, I want 2 horses, I want a border collie, a golden retriever, and I want a llama. It's gonna happen. It's non-negotiable. I want to learn how to gallop on a horse, so like be flying through the fields and not be able to fall off. I want to be a singer, have a hit song, and perform live on stage in front of fans. I want to be a good person. I want to be kind, generous, non-judgmental, humble, and never criticize others. I want to travel to Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, Ireland, and see the Northern Lights. Listen to this crazy goal. I want to collab with NF and perform what other people say live. I also want to meet NF personally, and I want to meet Jessie Murph. You're probably like, girl, that's not happening. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make it happen. Okay, because it's my one. But you want to start off with life goals. Now, you still like, this is really broad, how do we break this down? You are then going to move on to 5-year goals. So I want you to write on the next page, 5-year goals. And you're going to start listing 5 years time, where do you see yourself, okay? This is where you start breaking it down. For me, in 5 years time, I want to be engaged. I want to let go of the past. I want to have a growth and optimistic mindset. I want to have released a song with over 1 million streams. This is in 5 years time. I want to own a golden retriever, and I want to have bought a property, renting it out to pay it off. I don't know if you guys see now the little steps that are being created. This is for 5 years time. Once you've done 5-year goals, okay, and these are in relation to your life list, you're going to move on to 2-year goals, okay? We're breaking it down even further. We're making it more specific so you understand, you're not panicking and getting overwhelmed. Now, my 2-year goals, in 2 years time, where do I see myself? I have met someone who's shown me what healthy love looks like. I am a senior trainer or a high place in my job because I'm an expert at what I do. So I'm a personal trainer and I'm the best at what I do. I've paid my car off. I have produced over 12 songs and done at least 3 professional music videos. This is for 2 years time. I want to learn how to canter, because remember we said I want to learn how to gallop. So canter is like a little bit of a jog on a horse, if that makes sense. I want to have over 10k followers on Spotify. That's 2-year goals. That's not all of them obviously, but you're going to write out your 2-year goals in relation to your life list. Moving on, we're getting even more specific. 12-month goals. Now this could be a little bit scary, but it's also like it's starting to make sense and it's unfolding, right, into a plan. So from 12 months from now, which is the end of this year, I want to sold and paid off my car. I want to have bought a ute because I want a dream car. I have over 45 hours of PT, so that's my job. I have released 3 good songs. Do you see how we've gone from having over 10k followers? We're breaking it down. So this is in 12 months time. All I have to do to contribute to my dream and get to those goals is I want to have 3 good songs produced. 3 professional good songs produced, released on Spotify. I want to have done 1 professional music video. I want to cut all negative people out of my life. I want to focus on my growth and fixing myself. I want to have over 15k in my savings account. I want to have started horse riding lessons and had at least 6 lessons at the end of 12 months. Okay? So that's your 12-month goals. Now, this is our last breakdown. I'm breaking it down even further so it makes sense, and the more I break it down, the calmer I get and less anxious I get. I don't know about you guys, but like seeing it out on paper is just making me relax. We have 6 months. 6 months goals. So 6 months from now, where are we at? I want to have fixed my sleep schedule. I want to have 15 clients. I want to have done at least 3 horse riding lessons in 6 months time. I want to have paid off my car and planning to find my new car. I want to be performing on weekends at country clubs and pubs. Okay, so these are not all of my breakdowns. They're not every single one. That is how you break it down. I kid you not, you follow this plan. You go from 6 months to 12 months to 2 years to 5 years, and then your life list. You will feel so much more confident and clear in what your life looks like as an entirety. Why do you think there are only a few people that are successful? A few people that are famous in compared to the entire population? It's because that 1% are doing things that the general public are too afraid to do. Are pushing themselves and questioning things that the general public don't question. You're going out of your comfort zone. You're doing something that's risky. It's supposed to be risky. It's supposed to be scary. Why? Because it's the unknown. But how exciting is that? It's like an adventure. You're going places. And when you achieve these goals, what happens normally is you become thirstier. You're like, damn, I've gotten past that goal. Look at me go. Your confidence grows bit by bit as well, and you really become stronger in your ability. So highly recommend you guys do that. I've taken something really, really broad, and I've taken dreams and I've broken it down into who, what, when, how, why. 2 more things and then we're done. Motivation. People be like, oh, I just don't feel motivated to do what I love. Or I get motivated one week and then it's just like nothing's working and I just give up. Honey, consistency is key. And I don't mean consistency for a week. I mean consistency for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years for the rest of your life. Consistency. How bad do you want it? You gotta ask yourself that. How bad do you want it? Do you want to stay average? Do you want to stay in that spot that you are right now where you're uncomfortable and you're not enjoying your life and you're not happy and you just How bad do you want to get out of it? How bad do you want to get out there and see the world? You've got to ask yourself those questions. They're confronting questions, but they are the best and most healthy, helpful questions you could ask. Now, there are going to be days where it looks like you're failing. Can I tell you something? That's exciting. That's progress, because failure means that you've attempted something, you've done something wrong, it hasn't worked. Your job now is to question, let's try again. What can we change? How can we make this better? How can we fix this? I will be doing more videos on this, and I'll be showing you guys my journey, but I wanted to document this so that in a couple of years' time, when I make it on that stage and obviously I have a following, people come back to this video and they're like, damn, she knew. So if you have any questions, comment down below. But we're in this together. Grab my hand. Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go follow your dream, but also go make that dream happen. You can do it. You really can. You've just got to believe that you can. If you sit there stopping getting scared about what other people think, that is not going to help. Okay, that's the number one first thing you need to eliminate, the fear of what other people think. Anyways, I could go on for this for hours, but I love you. And stay strong and keep pushing. Keep pushing even on the days you don't want to push. They're the ones that count. Bye.